You don't need more motivation. You don't need more willpower. You need habits that will make your life better. You need systems that will make it easier for you to have those habits to make your life better. I'm going to tell you about 3 habits that I started that absolutely changed my life. The 3 habits that not only made me more productive, made me healthier, but also have added time back to my life. Be sure to stick around for the 3rd one, because I promise you, you're not going to believe how easy it is and how much value it's added to my life. Here we go. The first habit that changed my life for me is going to the gym. I go to the gym first thing in the morning so I can get it done. I can get it out of the way before the day gets busy, before life takes over, before any kind of craziness can really happen for the most part. Going to the gym for me is a non-negotiable. Like, I have to go to the gym. I've gotten to the point where if I don't go to the gym, I feel worse. My day does not flow very well. It interrupts all of my timing throughout the rest of the day. And it's just a complete non-negotiable. Like, I have to go to the gym. And it's not even, I get the health benefits, but it's so much more than that for me. It's mental. It's the mental game. Like, I have to go because I told myself I was going to go to the gym. So I have to hold myself accountable. And I've developed that habit. I've been going for 4 years now. I go 5 days a week. And that's just, it's what I do. I get up in the mornings, I go to the gym, and I get it over with. I build that block. It's a win early in the morning that I can utilize the rest of the day throughout my day. For you, you may not be able to go first thing in the morning, but I encourage you to, if going to the gym is something you're looking to do, you have to designate the time. You have to build it in. You can't say, I'll go when time happens. You have to be intentional, and you have to set the time to make sure you go to the gym. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. The day will get going. Things will happen. Life happens. We're all busy. Whether you have spouse or children, or whether you work 16 hours or you work overnights. I mean, there's all kinds of things that are going on. So you have to be intentional, and you have to make that promise to yourself that I'm going to go to the gym at this time. You get up, or if it's later in the day after your work day, you go straight from work, or you go straight, from home if you work from home like I do. Whatever it is, you just have to make it a non-negotiable, and you have to start building that habit. And over time, it will become a part of who you are and a part of what you do every single day. The second habit for me that's changed my life is meal prepping. It amazes me at how much of an impact it's had on my life. Just spending a couple of hours on Sundays prepping my lunches and dinners for the upcoming week. It's been such a game changer for me to do that. It saved me probably 10 hours throughout the week just by spending 2 to 3 hours on Sunday to prep my lunches and dinners. I don't prep my breakfast because my breakfast it's easy. I do pretty much the same thing every single day. For the last few months, it hasn't changed. And so I just do that in the mornings when I get home from the gym. But lunches and dinners, I try to, from time to time, change those up. So prepping those on Sundays so that it's already all done. There's no thinking about it. It's there. I know what I have for lunch. I know what I'm having for dinner. And at those certain times, I just go in, grab it, heat it up, and we're good to go. And so it's been a life changer for me to meal prep on Sundays to be able to save that time throughout the week. There's been times where lunchtime rolls around, I've had meetings all morning, and I just come in and I'm tired from the meetings and I don't want to cook lunch. So meal prepping those lunches and having them ready has been a game changer because I don't have to order out anymore. I was ordering out a lot. My DoorDash bill was going through the roof. So not only was it costing me health, but it was also costing me wealth. So having those lunches prepared already, I can get out of my meetings, get to my quick lunchtime, heat my food up, eat my lunch, and then get right back to work if I need to, if I have more meetings coming, whatever it may be. The other one is meal prepping my dinners. That has, I can't tell you how much of an impact that's had. Not only is it given me the food already to eat. It's kept me from ordering out, so it's saving me money. And it's keeping me healthier because I'm preparing my foods. I know what's going into it. But it has also saved me time, and it showed me something. But let me tell you this, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I would get off work, and I would be tired from the day, from the meetings or from trainings or from whatever it was we did all throughout the day. And I would be so hungry by then, and I would be tired. And so I decided, you know what? I don't want to cook dinner. I don't want to wait the 30 minutes or the hour to get something out, to thaw it out, to prep it, to cook it. I'm just going to order DoorDash and have somebody bring me food. You want to know what's funny about that? Once I ordered the DoorDash, what did I have to do? I had to wait anyway. How stupid is that? I had to wait 30, sometimes 45 minutes. There was times it would be an hour. You have to wait for them to make it, somebody to pick it up, somebody to bring it to you and drop it off. So I waited the same amount of time anyway, but I waited on the couch instead of in the kitchen cooking. So that pointed out to me, okay, you're just making excuses and being lazy. Get off your duff and cook dinner. So I started just cooking dinner instead of ordering out. But then once I found meal prepping, it just saved me that time because I could get off work. I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm mentally exhausted. I just go in, pull dinner out of the fridge, heat it up, and within 10 minutes, we're eating dinner. And there's no more excuses, there's no more hurdles, there's no roadblocks. So I'm saving money, I'm saving my health, and it's getting me up and keeping me active. It's such a benefit. Leave me a comment below. I'm curious, what is your go-to meal that you could cook that you could then utilize all week long? Drop it in the comments below. Maybe I'll give it a shot. Maybe somebody else will give it a shot. But I'm just curious, what's something you could fix that you could then eat all day long or all week long, whether it was lunch or dinner or however you wanted to work it. Sometimes I'll cook enough of everything that I'm eating that same thing for lunch and dinner for the week. It'll be weeks again before I have that again, but that's just what I do sometimes if it's something I can make in bulk pretty easily. So I'm just curious, drop me a comment and let me know, what's your go-to meal prep meal? What would you fix that you could eat all week long? And so just like going to the gym with the meal prepping, I do mine on Sundays. You don't have to do yours on Sundays. Do it on whatever day is feasible for you, whatever day you have off, whatever day just makes the most sense for your schedule. But just like the gym, be intentional, set that time frame apart, and then make sure to follow through and make sure you build that habit and do that week after week after week. And I promise you, it'll become second nature, just like brushing your teeth. You won't even think about it anymore. You'll be like, I got to go to the store. I got to get groceries. I got to come home and meal prep. And it'll make your life so much easier throughout the week, especially the busier you are. The more you're going to benefit from this because you don't have to think about, what am I going to cook for dinner? What am I going to eat tonight? Granted, I get it. I'm single. I live at home alone. So it's much easier for me because I'm just cooking for one. You could have, a spouse. You could have children. You could have, there's multiple things that might make it a little tougher, but don't let that be an excuse. Make it happen anyway. Meal prep for your whole family. Figure out what you can make that you can make it last all week and do that anyway. I promise you, it's life-changing and you're gonna benefit from it. I promise you. Okay, here we go. The third habit, as I promised in the opener, it's the simplest but yet the most valuable and rewarding habit that I've started out of the three, and it's walking. I know, it's crazy, right? It's that simple. It's just walking, taking steps. So a few months ago, I was at the gym doing a workout, and we were doing a movement, and I was doing it, and I got fatigued and got off on my form, and so I ended up hurting my lower back. I ended up getting 4 bulging discs in my lower back. And so what that caused me to do was it caused me to not be able to sit because sitting was compressing those discs and it was causing me pain down my leg with the sciatica and everything. I thought the world was going to end. I couldn't sleep for a couple of months. I couldn't get comfortable. Like, everything was just hurting. I thought it was terrible, which it was. But it caused me to have to stand because I couldn't sit. So luckily I work from home. I happen to have a standing desk in my office that I work at. So I was able to elevate the desk and be able to stand while I was working, which was great because then I wasn't compressing my spine. I was staying elongated, and it started to help the healing process. But here's where the interesting part comes in, is that I decided that since I was going to have to stand up all day, I might as well buy a walking pad and walk while I'm standing and working. I have meetings, so sometimes I'll walk while I'm in meetings, depends on what type of meeting it is. But especially if I'm not in meetings, I am walking, I am taking steps. And this was the biggest blessing out of all of this. And I know what you're thinking. You hurt yourself, you have an injury, how is that a blessing? Looking back on it 5 months later now, I can tell you that it was a huge blessing because it caused me to start standing up and it caused me to start walking. And walking all of these steps that I've been walking has helped my physique and has helped me drop a ton of body fat in those 5 months. It's absolutely been just life-changing. When I got the walking pad, I set a goal that in the next 75 days, which coincidentally ended on my birthday, I wanted to walk 1.25 million steps. I don't know why. It's just the number. I had been watching some videos. People were walking 2 million and walking this. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to pick 1.25. It averaged out, I needed to walk 16,600 steps a day roughly, which was a lot to me because I was averaging 2,500 to 3,000 a day prior to this. That's a pretty large jump. And so it scared me a little bit. Like, I've got to be consistent. I've got to be disciplined if I'm going to do this every single day. There's no days off. It's Monday through Sunday, Sunday through Monday, however you want to look at it. It's just no days off. This is what we're going to be doing. And so before I tell you how that 75 days turned out, I'm curious. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your average steps are that you're getting right now. And if this was a goal or if this was something that you would think about doing, what would your goal be in 75 days or 90 days? Or what could you set that bar at that you think you could get to? I'm just curious. Drop me a comment below and let me know. So by the time day 75 rolled around, I had already hit my goal. I surpassed it on about day 68, I think it was. I ended up walking just over 1.5 million steps in those 75 days. And so currently, once that ended, I immediately started the very next day, and I had set another goal. In the next 92 days, because it was the next 3 months, and it ended up being 92 days, I set a goal to walk 2 million, just over 2.5 million steps. There's an exact number. It means something to me. It's very specific, but it ends up being just over 2.5 million steps, which means I'm going to have to average walking roughly 28 to 29,000 steps a day over that time frame. There are days that I hit that. There's days that I come up short right now where, probably 25 days, I think, into this new goal. So we'll see how it ends up going. I'll let you guys know once I get to the end of it. But it takes so much discipline, but now it's a part of me, just like going to the gym, just like meal prepping, just like brushing my teeth, just like any other habit that you develop. I've been doing it for over 90 days now. It's a part of my day. I come home from the gym, I eat breakfast, I walk for 30 minutes. I walk throughout the morning when I can. I walk for 30 minutes after my lunch break. I walk throughout the afternoon whenever I can. And then after dinner time, that's where I crank it up. I get on that walking pad. I crank the mile per hour up to a good steady walking pace, which for me right now is 2.7. It's nothing crazy. I'm sure you guys can walk faster than that. And then I put the incline on a 7, which it goes up to 12. So right now I put it on a 7 and I walk for 60 minutes. I turn on a YouTube video. I turn on a show. Currently right now I'm watching 24. I've never watched it. I know, crazy. But it's actually pretty good. But I turn that on and it just occupies my mind. Sometimes I'll read a book. I can read a book while I'm walking on the treadmill. So sometimes I'll do that as well. But it's just ingrained in me right now that this is what I do. This is when I do it throughout the day, and this is what we're going to do. And so it's just once you start building these habits and setting yourself up for success, they become second nature, and you just keep doing them day after day after day. I just encourage you to, Figure out what habits you want to start. Let me know in the comments below. What's a habit that you can start that will make your life better? Not more motivation, not to get motivated, not to be inspired, not to have more willpower, but what's a habit that you can put in place and put those systems in place that make you hold yourself accountable and have that daily discipline to do the habit. Don't try to do 5 or 6. Please don't try to do 5 or 6. Just pick one thing and just focus on that one thing. You know, the saying is a jack of all trades, but a master of none. Don't try to do 5 different habits right now. Just pick one thing. I promise you, you've got time. Pick one and let's go master that one thing. And then we'll work on another one. And if you're struggling to get started with that one habit, I have a free PDF download. Link is in the description below. It's called 7 Days to Unbreakable Discipline, and I know that you'll benefit from it, and it will get you started in that right direction. If you're unsure of how to start or you're unsure what to do, just click the link in the description down below. It's free. Just download it, take it, and I promise you, you're not going to regret it, and you will get benefit from it. I appreciate you watching this video, and I can't wait to see what habits you all are going to get started on today. I'm so excited for you. Click on this video right here if you want to learn more about ways to be disciplined and to change your mindset to make your life better. And if you don't ever want to miss a video when it comes out, click on this icon here and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you all. See you in just a second.